Oh, I know what this is. Monkey football.
Really?
Yeah, I had heard about this.
In a good way or a bad way?
I don't know.
Just in a way.
Yeah, well, I'd heard that this existed, but someone has said that this is the best game of football they've played in any video game. So, take that as you will, whether they are joking or whether it is actually that good, we will soon see. But I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Right, remind me when you make a visit to me. Wow, that's he's not having any kids.
That's great. Sorry, remind me when I take
The utter pain. We need to, for an add-on for your inevitable, sudden but inevitable, Ape Escape 3 Let's Play that you haven't announced yet and probably never will. There's an extra bonus that we need to record, and I need to record it to just get your first experience to go, what the utter hell is this?
Ape Escape 3, you say?
Yes, but it's not on Ape Escape 3. But it is something that is included as part of Ape Escape 3.
So what's it on then?
No, if I told you that, that'd be half the spoilers. I'm going to try and keep the whole thing locked down as much as possible.
I should probably look at the instructions. Okay, 5-a-side monkey
There's a
football.
lot.
Kick the ball against your opponents. Computer control goalie. Select your team from the monkeys you've caught. Oh, actually,
wow.
that's super cool. That's
pretty
really
rad.
cool. Okay. That's rad. Okay, so use the left analog stick for movement, right analog stick to kick the ball. I probably could have worked it out. Slide when not in possession of the ball. Okay. R1 dashes. L1 chips the ball. Okay. Matching. Okay. Oh, there's so many things here. But all right.
You know what? This is probably better. This was probably made in a smaller amount of time, and it's probably better than the FIFAs of the day.
Probably. This is very cool. So you just get
What the fuck's he got a knife and fork? That's terrifying.
I don't know. Let's replace this one with you. Yes. That's really cool. And wait, so oh my god, no, really?
Yeah, all
That's
the monkeys.
super cool. Okay, let's go then. Finish the announcing, you sure? I mean, it makes a difference. That's actually super cool.
That is pretty badass. I never played these mini games. I don't recall. Oh wow, this looks actually like it's.
This is kind of Zuka throwing.
Oh wait, it's the enemy from the first game.
Yeah, this is neat.
Nice little touch.
Oh, you got the ball from me.
Sadly, I'm not going to say much about this because this does not handle being compressed very well.
Okay, cool. I apologise.
That's fine, but it looks fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's hard to tell who I'm controlling at times, but that aside.
I guess the big arrow is probably
yeah,
the bit,
but it's more just like it keeps switching without my say so. Really.
Ah, well, that's FIFA for you. It'll move to the. It usually moves to them. I played it a little bit, but only to. I don't know why I played it actually.
Go. Go in. Ah, I wasn't a good shot. If I had a good shot, that would have been great. This is kind of amazing, but I do like it. Like, this is very dumb. That's not how it works. No! Oh, we did this. We got this. No, we don't. Oh! Oh no.
Man. Go on, smack him in the face. I don't know which side is yours and which side is
I'm
theirs.
yellow.
Right. Okay, spending a lot of time in their half. Your half, I mean.
In my half, yeah. I'm not very good.
Oh no, here we go, Here's the comeback. Here's the comeback
Go!
of the century.
Oh!
Oh, that's terrifying. What a huge bunch of monkey balls.
So close. So close.
The nets have huge monkey ball eyes on them, which is actually terrifying.
Get in! Go! Oh my god.
Oh no!
Get in! Ah! Oh, come on.
Really?
I'm actually super invested in this. I'm extremely invested.
I'm very tempted to just sit here and just put like football, John Madden quotes over the top of it, but I can't remember any. Football.
Oh my god, the stamina, the speed! Keep it
John
going!
Madden.
Yeah! Oh my god, yes.
It's boys against men. It's boys against men.
I
Gotta-
love this. I
You've,
actually love this.
You've got to buy a ticket to win the lottery.
I actually, I did that. For the first time in like ever, I've actually bought a lottery ticket.
Oh, nice.
Christmas lotto, and I can't wait to lose. But you gotta. I was feeling lucky, and I thought, oh, screw it, let's go for it. Why not? I haven't done it literally ever. Let's do it now. 2 points for 1 goal. Oh dear lord, no.
Oh wait, what were we in? Golden goal or something? It's just update.
That's
It's just a cool effect.
Oh no! Oh, it had such power. It destroyed
he reached it, but I don't know how. I'm literally. I've got a list of FIFA 16 quotes up that I'm just going to speak at you at this point.
Okay, good. This is good.
Ugh, unforced error, really.
No,
It looks like you're still trying to make your search for supremacy successful. That just sounds far worse than I thought it would.
Get in! Oh! Oh my god, this is it. This is the moment. Go in! Oh! I've got 7 seconds, come on! No! No, I missed!
No!
No! It's over.
Oh man, that's a very cheap way to lose the ball.
No! Oh well. Okay. I'm determined to win. I'm very invested in this game.
So that's the first half?
Yeah, it's 2 halves.
Wow, alright.
You say that like that's not how football works.
No, I just didn't realise. I didn't realise that was 3 full minutes.
Yeah. Well, you realise football's normally 90, right?
Yeah, no, I do.
As it turns out, this is actually quite short.
No, I'm done. I can't find any more.
In!
This.
Oh, get in! Yes!
Oh,
I was 2 points.
goalie, goaler.
Oh my god, I got a hat.
Oh, you got a hat trick.
Sweet.
Nice. No, you're winning now. You just need to not let it fall apart in the last.
And I got a trophy for it. That trophy is significantly easier than the dancing one.
Yeah, the dancing one is just one of those. Nah, I'm not going to bother platinum this game.
Yeah, it was. I will try.
Wait, you haven't changed sides?
Huh?
You're still going for the same side?
Yeah, that is a bit odd.
That would have
is
thrown me. I would have started to cry. I would have scored like a goal and then been like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, no, I noticed pretty early, fortunately, but yes, that is a bit odd.
Oh,
You fool!
that's gonna be a goal kick.
Oh.
Yep, that's a goal kick.
Yeah, you don't watch football, do you? I can tell by your lack of enthusiasm towards the game.
I occasionally watch it, but I don't get as excited as I would about something like tennis or.
Yeah, that's fair.
What else do I get? You know what? I just don't. Do I get excited anymore? That was what I've been told recently, and not so recently in my life. You just don't get excited about anything anymore. And I was like, oh, well, that's depressing.
I disagree.
Well, we shall see.
I disagree. You were excited to record this, so there you go.
Yeah, well, maybe I just wasn't excited in the right way. Maybe I just don't show my excitement in the yeah, that was good.
No,
and Anthony
no.
passes to Yamanto, back to Anthony. Oh, he's going to do a goal. Oh, what a great tackle. But sadly, there was nobody at the other end. And that's why I can't fucking commentate anything.
No, must get my ball back. No.
Man, that's unfortunate. Oh, wow, so you get a tiny, tiny ball, but it's worth 2.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, good. No.
Man, what's that ball made out of?
Oh, no. No, it's very bad.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think we've...
It's not over until it's over.
No,
it's just
I mean,
really
it's
unlikely.
It is what it is, really. How could it be anything other than what it is?
Oh, okay, we got 2 points. Let's go. 3 points to 1 goal. This is so mine now. You don't understand how mine this is. Okay, that was not how I intended that to go. Excuse me.
This is
blew
pretty
it!
tense.
I blew it!
Well, you got 50 seconds left. You haven't blown it just yet. I mean, yeah, you might have screwed the pooch on this one, but we'll see.
No, this is still mine. No, god damn it, I didn't mean to shoot that way. Oh, sadness.
This is dragging out a bit with all the Oh,
that was on shot for goal.
Ray!
I'm going to win this. I'm
making...
determined. Despite everything going wrong with this, I'm determined to win.
Ooh, I am the Glob Go Gab Galab.
I love books. This place is a true treasure trove.
If you watch the full thing, it's like 30 minutes.
Yes.
It's a really bizarre message that makes more sense when you realise it was made by a Christian man. A quite devout Christian man by the sound of it.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's over.
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
game over. No. No. That's fine.
Is that it now? Is all Road to Kingdom Hearts 3 videos have been cancelled? It is just this game.
It's just Monkey FIFA from now on.
Yeah. You're going to turn into a Monkey FIFA streamer, and the world is just going to go nuts.
That was actually genuinely quite fun. I will gladly play that again.
Yeah,
I got into that.
It seemed a well-made game, unlike the other game, which is just... It felt like they were polar opposites in terms of their build quality.
Yeah. Simian Citadel. What a fantastic name.
Oh, this was a place I remember distinctly for some reason when I was LPing this. I remember being... It was one of those times where no one was in the house at uni. I sort of got myself a little room, sat down, and just... It hasn't happened to me in a long time, but I felt like I just wanted to record something. I felt like I'd been on my own for a while, like a couple of days, and I was like, I don't know, something was there. Went straight for it, and it was really fun, but
this level then ruined you.
No, this level was just fun. I just had fun playing it. It was just this. I just remember this being the level. Just remember being back at uni, living with people on my own. But I think I'm ready to live on my own again, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I got ya.
Apparently he's Link now.
Yeah, he does sound a bit.
He
also sounds a bit like he sounds a bit like Pit from Brawl when he was like hi.
Yeah, they got rid of that. That was the funnest thing to spam as well, and they gave him this weird sort of like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like Pit in Ultimate anymore.
What's your thoughts about Ultimate then? It's been out for a little while. I mean, I got it stolen off me, and my little brother's playing it now. But the worst thing about the whole experience is that everyone beat me, and I thought I was good at Smash, and then I realised that I've gotten old, and that I struggle to follow my character anymore on the screen.
Yeah, that is. It's just because there's so much going on. But
yeah, but I don't know whether it's as fast as it's slower than Melee.
Oh, is that a reference to Sly Cooper, or probably not?
I mean, what else could it be?
But no, I absolutely love it. I mean, this will be going out after the end of the year, so I think it's my game of the year.
Really?
I love it that much.
What else came out this year?
A lot. God of War, Detroit, Spider-Man, Persona dancing games, a lot of indie gems here and there.
Didn't Persona 5 come out this year? Was it last year?
That was last year.
Jesus, you see, this whole year to me has been a complete
that was April
train
last
wreck.
year. It was early last year.
You know what? That was it. April last year was a totally different time, and it still feels like so close yet so far away. I keep forgetting that this year is nearly gone, and it feels like nothing's happened in it apart from some stuff that has massively put me back. It's really weird. It's like this year. It's like time has just changed. I can't really explain it.
I know.
We all have years like that.
Yeah.
So hey ho.
That was the same for me for some of it. Well, most of it. There were defining moments which were good, and then the rest was not. But that's good. That part's over, and next year is gonna be just the best. That's the plan.
is going to be another year. That's the secret.
It will be another year, and it's actually going to be a really great year. No!
No,
I can't believe I did not... No, get him!
Oh, nicely done. You got
That was
Norman.
lovely. I got normal wisdom.
You know what we can say about next year?
It will be 2019.
It's going to be great.
It will. I do believe. I am determined to make next year really good.
I am determined to become Detroit next year. I mean, what?
Detroit is actually a very, very great game.
I watched Humble play it for a very small time, and I was like, this game looks good enough for me to want to play. I am now no longer watching the stream. I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's legitimately really fun.
But I have to say, like, all the cool ancillary stuff that you can look at, like he was holding an article, and we'd have like 20 to 30 minutes of like philosophical debates about what the article was saying, and I was like, this is a game to stream that is a minefield, because it's bringing up all these interesting ethical discussions just from a newspaper in a game.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like talking about stuff which is not existent in 20 years' time. Like, but it's just like, yeah, I kind of like to do it, and like I like looking at like people in that time being like, oh, huh, like at this point in time, I would be like they were born before I was, or like, oh, they were born like a year after I was, or whatever. It's like, oh, I would be this age now. Or it's just like, oh, this is pretty cool.
So an interesting point that was brought up in it, and one of the things that I think is quite interesting that we've talked, that's like exists now, is that whole trolley problem, right? That at some point a computer's going to have to decide which life to save and which life to kill, essentially. And I don't know where I stand on that being a thing that we need to... I don't know where I stand on it. Like, whether it's right that... Like, I think the article in the game, which I don't think is spoilers because it's a very ancillary part of it, I thought.
Yes.
Cut it if it's spoilers, but basically was saying that it would... the car would, as driving and had to make the decision, would call out to some external service that, very similar to the Halt episode of... what's it called? Black Mirror, where everyone had a social score number, similar to what's going on in China by the sound of it. And it would determine the person who's more valuable to society and assign them a higher priority in the decision of whether or not to save that person or the other person. And that then brings up an I don't know why we're talking about this when playing Ape Escape at all games, but it was like yeah, that's really interesting. It's like, I don't know where I stand on... Well, I do know where I stand on that, and I stand on it that we have to make a decision between these two people, but, you know, this person's a mother of 3, and that person is a neuroscientist who saved 300 lives. Yeah. At what point do we go, well, hold on a second, one man saved 300 lives, but the other person's a mum of 3? Like, that's not compatible.
You can't make that choice. You're just going to make an instinctive decision based on nothing.
Yeah, at that point, you're basically flipping it, and who's got the bigger chance of survival should be the thing. But, like, I'm guessing they're factoring in if, well, maybe if they're out of their job for a year, they might... But those sort of decisions, a computer can't make fast enough without, like...
No.
My bottom line is I looked at it and went, yeah, alright, that looks good, but, like, calling out to an external service over the internet and getting it back, like, milliseconds from a crash, I was like, that's never going to happen, unless every car has... So, I sat there and I started picking it to pieces in a technology way, but that's using our technology today, I guess, and there were, like, androids or things.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, their technology is significantly advanced. It's just a fascinating game in general. Like, there's a lot of really interesting themes, and I mean, the fact that there's, like, literally, like, 100 different endings, like, there's so much diversity throughout the game. Like, you think earlier on there, split paths, like, you get to later on, it's like, okay, so there's, like, 100 different ways this can go, cool. It's
yeah,
massive.
I think that's good.
It's a very intense game.
What I've seen, it makes
well.
it... Yeah, well, it's Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls are pretty good, like,
Beyond I didn't like
from.
as much. Beyond was a bit... it had moments which were really, really good.
My problem with Beyond...
I like Heavy Rain.
I've played a little bit of Heavy Rain, but not much. But my problem with Beyond was mainly that the action segments they spliced in were generally not very good. And they were the bits that I struggled with the most, because they're something that you've got to do, and I wanted to get it right. But, like, I hate when something goes, oh, bang, quick time event, you failed. Oh, that's a different path you're on now. And it's like, oh, give me a break.
Okay, so what did you do? Did you
I don't
play
know.
it the way it was originally intended, or did you play it in actual story order?
The way it was originally meant to be intended.
Good.
I never finished it. I got halfway with Meg, and then I don't know. I just couldn't be bothered.
No, good, because I think that's the better way of playing it. I think playing it story order, because like the whole point of playing it the way it originally intended is that it cuts forward and back in time and doesn't reveal things here and there. But if you play it in like an actual chronological order, I just killed this monkey. You're gonna spoil things that were like quite secretive. Like without going too in depth into spoilers, like you discover there's these black creatures that sort of just appear in a lab somewhere. You're like, oh, okay, they like what caused this, and then
I got to that point, but I didn't
and then
get any
later
further
on
than
you
that.
discover that they've actually been with you for a long time. Like, oh, I didn't realize that. That's really cool. But if you play it in chronological order, then you're gonna know that already, and that plot twist is sort of just completely null and void. So it's really weird that people actually wanted that order as opposed to the original order, because it's...
I think that might be I think that might be one of those things where people want to be able to experience it in chronological order afterwards. I don't think that's the first playthrough.
I don't think so, because the whole point of them actually adding that was because people complained that the story was dumb and it didn't make sense and stuff.
Yeah, well, people are dumb. That's my bottom line for that.
Ow. So yeah, it was. I don't know, but I liked parts of it. It was a lot of fun. It had some really interesting ideas here and there, but Detroit just blows out of the water. Detroit's really cool.
Well, that's on my Christmas wish list, so we'll see what happens.
Very nice.
Yeah, I need to sit down and play through like Final Fantasy Crisis Core again. Have you ever experienced Crisis Core? I know we're off topic on the game, but
I have not.
Have you ever wanted to cry over a game so much that you spent half an hour crying over a game?
I haven't done that, but yes, I'm aware that it's sad. I do not know the exact reasons behind it though, which is
It doesn't really make a difference. I know I spoiled it for one of my friends when I was playing it, to which I'm so sorry. But basically, it's a spoiler from... You find out in Final Fantasy VII what happens to this character. So most people going into the game will have played 7, so they will know. And even going into the game knowing exactly what's going to happen, it just pulls your heartstrings away. It's really quite sad.
That's cool.
But yeah, they've never re-released it outside of the PSP, which is really quite odd. I think it's one of those things where they've teamed up with a Japanese singer, and maybe there's rights there that make it a little confusing in the same way that we all thought that's the reason why they didn't bring Birth by Sleep to like the PS3. But, well, they did eventually.
They did. But, yeah. Well, I mean, I can't remember which game it is. It's they're bringing a Final Fantasy game to the Switch. I forget which one it is. It's getting a sequel. God, what's it called? It's gonna drive me nuts. It's a Final Fantasy game that's quite obscure, like it's a spin-off type game. But yeah, that's the thing that no one thought was gonna happen. So you never know.
Let's sort of look what Final Fantasy games are coming out on Switch. Come on, just Final Fantasy 7 is going to be on Switch. That's going to be fun.
Yes. Yes.
So they've got... Right, so they had... was it the... Oh, I think I know which it was. They had 12 Zodiac Age, 7, 9, 10. They didn't do 8, which is interesting. It's not really, because 8, apparently they lost all the source code for. It was because
really?
8 was done in a year, and from what I understand, is they had a external company working on the game while they were working on the basis for 9 or something. And so, obviously, like most of these external companies, the source code, a lot of the original assets were lost. So when the game's ported, it's ported in a slightly different way than you'd do so with 9 or some game that you at least have the source for, or that sort of stuff. That was it. World of Final Fantasy Maxima is the other game.
No, it's not that.
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Oh yeah, it's Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
That's the one.
Oh, you remember the music? Did I ever tell you about the music in that game?
No.
So the original game was great because it was one of those games like Four Swords Four Swords Adventures, where you could use Game Boy Advances to play like up to 4 players, and it added a really cool ability. Have you ever played Four Swords Adventures?
No, I haven't.
Do you have your Game Boy Advance?
Maybe.
Okay, I might have to try and obtain another one. But the cool thing it's really cool to experience because the way the game functions. And apologies for anyone who's already already played it. But essentially, when you went inside or went into a dungeon, it transferred to the screen. So half of the time you're on the Game Boy Advance, and half of the time you're on the TV. But it was really quite seamless. And like the game only used the basic controllers, so it was really nice. But obviously, on your own, you could play on the GameCube controller, but anymore, and everyone had to have Game Boy Advances. It was really quite cool.
How do I get up here?
I don't remember. There's probably a switch somewhere. If you have a little look around.
Yeah, I've been looking for a switch. I'm not seeing one though. But yes.
Maybe kill that last enemy.
I mean, I doubt that'll do it, but I'll kill it.
No,
anyway.
I doubt that'll do it either. But I'm just okay. No, you.
Because yeah, I don't know where else to go. It looked like I'd reached a dead end.
You probably didn't. I'd probably head back. There might be something else there. How many monkeys you got left?
Many.
Okay. Yeah, head back then.
4.
Yeah, I'd say head back because there's probably. I think it was a bit obscure. Did you get to the massive temple at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something around there. I think. Sorry.
No.
This level's a bit long.
No,
but
I'm
the
trying to work out where to go. Around here.
You can't use your oh, what about them jumping off this big oh no, you can't, that's too far away.
Yeah, it's too far away, yeah.
Alright, I'd suggest then, I think that's where you can come back round again.
Alright then. Cool.
But Crystal Chronicles was pretty good because of that, where there was a one piece of music from the main title screen which is burned into my mind.
No, I haven't, just like going back to Zelda, I haven't played many Zelda games, like just generally speaking. I've played. I'm saying that, but I've actually played a lot of the main console now that I think about it. I've played almost all of them. I just haven't played any of the like anything like pre-Ocarina. Like, I haven't played A Link to the Past, or at least more than like 10 minutes of it. I have played the original NES Zelda, but it was such a long time ago. I don't really remember it. I've seen more playthroughs than I've actually played it.
Yeah, there's a level that when you go far enough back, there's a level that I cannot be bothered playing on, and that's definitely arriving at that one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Thing is, when he drops so fast
He does.
that you've got no. He's like a stone. You've got no time to react to it. Was that it? Did it just take you across the other side? Oh, no, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
But I think it'd be really cool. I just don't know how it works. I guess with multiple switches, it's the ultimate thing where everyone just has their own switch, or maybe multiple people on one. But it was pretty good. There was one game that I remember, and I remember actually kind of like affecting me when I played it. You know, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Rings of Fate.
I do not.
So it was a DS game, and it was pretty good in the DS game library. It had good graphics. It was a game that I played when I was going somewhere, and I remember like the music. And you know when you get really into a game, that it's sort of like it begins to affect your mood. It begins to like it seeps into like the journey that you went on at the time, and ends up becoming like something almost ingrained, so closely ingrained as your memories of what was going on that it's sort of like you more associate with your own experience. Am I making any sense?
Yes. No,
and
this game
did this, and it was I agree with you to some degree. Persona 4, but that took me 3 years to finish the game too. So.
I did it in the span of like a week. When I was depressed, I was like, right, I'm playing this. I'm streaming this like 6 hours, and then I'm grinding for 3 hours after the stream. Like that was every day.
It's not the most. Yeah. It's not the most uplifting of games, Persona 4.
No, but it was fun for me.
I remember having. I remember when I was streaming that game with a good old Dazzle, and you get the thing was always the attachment to the characters. It's really quite silly, but like I played it when I was like age appropriate to the characters, and you get attached to some of them. But like now, I play it again, and I'm just like I can't stand half the characters.
How the hell did I miss that?
What, the big gaping hole?
Yes!
There?
Jesus Christ.
Teal, I thought you'd gotten, like, way further than that. I can't believe that. That is...
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what is this?
I don't know what to say, Teal. I'm exquisitely, like, shameful about that.
That's... Oh, god damn. That's embarrassing.
This is going, like, best of Teal 2019, this is.
That's not good. Oh god, right. Anyway, Persona 4. You were actually, before Persona 4, you were talking about the DS game, the Final Fantasy DS game.
Yeah, that was one of those games that really got into me. And it had a very sad ending, but also a very unusual ending in the sense that it messed around with, not with dimensions, but so much as like well, maybe dimensions, maybe timelines, but in a way that made it really quite sad. And like it affected me at the end in a way that I kind of don't really remember, but it was just really sad. Yeah. And like I remember really enjoying the game, the music was good, and like the ending was pretty tearful, and then it wasn't. But like, you know when an ending's bittersweet, like everyone's back to normal, but no one remembers.
Yeah, I guess so.
Those I always find to be more upsetting than if someone had just died. And I always get around this by saying like the memories of what's happened, and for the most time, like all the people that you've known along the way. It's always an interesting question. Like you go through this bad thing, and you start thinking, well. Or, you know, I wish I could go back to my life and change certain things, but then you have the thing of going, well, then I lose all these memories I've had with other people. It's like, is this one change worth the loss of all this? It's very difficult to ever come out with an answer that I think is satisfactory.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of a game that might have done that to me.
This is like Tapestry from an episode of TNG, basically. There's a character who regrets something in his past. And that thing in his past, he's given the chance to go and change it, and he changes it and finds his life now is very different. And the effect of that stupid decision has had an impact on his life that drove him to who he was now. And it's like once you start unraveling the tapestry of your life, and it was that whole idea. And it's an interesting thing to think about, because then you get to the point of going, well, what would
like
you change?
What little things here and there would actually like drastically change everything?
I think a lot of things. I mean, even the big things would drastically change everything, but what small things would as well. Yeah.
The small things are the little fascinating ones, because you're just like, how could that really have made such a big impact? But of course it would. Like everything you do is important in some way. Like,
yeah. Oh, remember you got an oxygen meter.
Yes, I'm aware.
You don't.
This monkey is worth it.
But yeah, I agree. It's an interesting thing to think about, and it's certainly like viewer question of the day. Oh god, it's like YouTube's changed. There used to always be questions in videos, and it used to be the thing to try and drive people commenting.
Actually, that's still true. Comments do help your like viewers, your like views go up, because it's like, oh, people are commenting, and therefore it must be a good video because people are engaged and stuff.
Well, this isn't to drive your engagement. This is out of pure sheer curiosity. It's what would you change, or why wouldn't you? Actually, that's a pretty personal thing. We'll drop that. You don't have to answer that. No one has to say that. For fear of being blackmailed.
I know what I would change, but I won't say it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think about that. Like, I'll think about a lot of the things that I would change. Like, I used to sit at night and get like exquisitely embarrassed about things that I'd done that weren't like necessarily bad things, but like, you know, I said something and someone reacted in a certain way, and I'm just sit there and I feel like either massively anxious about it or like massively embarrassed about it, and you'd be like, oh my god. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't really get embarrassed per se. Like I just sort of I just did things that I regret. Oh, I win. It's nice.
Level's done.
But no, it's an interesting topic to think about. Just generally.
Yeah,
that was a good level. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like it.
It was very pretty. It's a very pretty level.
Nice colour scheme. Yeah. And that was how you can get sidetracked when playing this game.
Yes.